here's a video on everything you need to know about a $1,000 1992 Ford Bronco plow truck. Now, we've had this for many years. I don't remember when we got it. My dad says it was at least 10 years ago, so the prices have gone up. You can't find a Bronco like this for $1,000 anymore. He got this wrecked from the junkyard where I got my truck. Now, this truck has had many winters put on it. Many plow drops. This was originally off my cousin's F-250 with the inline 6, the 1980s model. That's since blown up, and that new 300 didn't handle it. This is a pump we got for $40 from my dad's friend. Because I broke the valve body off the old one. Don't worry, that hose is factory. Kidding, I just rigged that up myself. Now, this truck has many problems. One, you don't check the oil because I just changed it for the first time in like 7 years. It was thinner than water and blacker than coffee. Now, this truck is simple. That's your roof lights. They don't really work because they're dim. I'm going to put them on the rear and make them reverse lights. This is your wipers. Because we burn the wires to the wipers. Now, you think the key would be here. No. Well, there's a box under the dash that we used to use as the key. Right here is how you start this thing. Oh, and don't mind the 2x4 holding it to the side of the oven that we had for like 10 years. It's a solid mount. Oh yeah, bent in half chainsaw blade. Custom gauges from AutoZone. I think all of them are hooked up, just it's not warmed up yet. These gauges somewhat work. Good, the alternator's charging. Last night it wasn't. Oil pressure's still good. Now, when my dad, 3 years ago when I was 13, my dad was like, "You want to learn to drive? Here, let's drive the plow truck." I was like, "No, it's a scheming metal death trap. It's worse than that Bronco we have over there," which is actually in better condition because this only has front brakes. So, oh yeah, and the ABS doesn't really work because we plumbed off the rear lines before and at the ABS pump. So it's still trying to put pressure to the rear lines. But they stop. Now, I'm surprised and we got a vacuum leak in the braking system. That's fine. But anyway, this key extension hose wiring to the starter solenoid. And also, this key has a special feature. I hooked it up in such a way that it kills all the power to the entirety of the body. Thus, so you don't worry about, did I leave something on? Will it drain the battery? Also, there's no steering wheel lock anymore. Hence the no key. Now, I didn't hook it up in such a way that the plow doesn't get power. The best part is that works. Now, this truck, that door panel was given to my dad's truck right there. This truck has pretty decent stuff in it. It worked good. The heat's fine, it's just the motor makes noise. And it's not warmed up enough so that it actually warms down. And you gotta be careful because watch the alternator gauge. Whenever you use the plow, it drains the power. That's why I'm putting a secondary battery in this. I got a secondary battery tray from some random car my cousin had. I don't know where he got it from, but anyway. Oh yeah, brake lights on, ABS is on because of that. It's stuck in 4 low because that does nothing. In fact, you could probably pick it up and pull it off the floor. Probably. Anyway. gear shifter is kind of wonky because this is out of my dad's Bronco over there. Now this truck was made in December of '91. It's funny because I was born in December and this is one of my favorite vehicles. Now I'm taking it slow at a low RPM because this has, and I like to leave the plow lever all the way down so that it still makes it go as low as it can. I'm just doing one pass for now to see if it's actually snows deep enough to consist of being plowed. This truck's actually decent enough to be put back on the road. Like, it needs quarter panels and fenders. Not for well, quarters got rust. And the lever's kind of funky because it's funky. Now let me see if this constitutes being plowed further. Not really. Anywho, I just wanted to show you what to look for when buying a cheap plow truck. Lots of things going to be rigged because usually people work these trucks. They don't want them perfect, which is a shame because this truck, though it looks like it has 200,000 miles, only has 154. And it's not my dad's fault. It was wrecked at the junkyard and he got it for cheap. $1,000. Like I got mine for $1,000. My F-150. And I park it like this on the hill because it's big. Oh yeah, and that wrangling in the back, it's not anything special, it's just the brake shoes hitting the drum because the backing plate ripped off. Yeah, good old Ford. Sadly, horn don't work. Radio don't work because that's broken. It's at least charging today. We constantly have to fill it up with gas because I don't like putting too much gas in it because I don't know how good the tank is. If it has it's developing a rust hole on the outside, I wouldn't know. Shouldn't. At least it's running good today. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you at that. We should get out of the truck. Oh yeah, and another thing. If you want a quiet truck, make sure to find one with an exhaust, because this one, the exhaust has since been ripped off. It's only 1700 RPM. Right off the catalytic converters that don't exist anymore. And there goes the special key that shuts off. I forgot, I gotta fill the tires because one of these tires are low. Original tires to my dad's Bronco. They've been lasting long. Headlight for my truck from when it was wrecked. Because this one got smashed right here. Bent the steering down there. It's not supposed to have an arc. But this old truck is still fucking work. I just had to see if it was worth plowing, but nah. I don't see any difference. So yeah, I gotta fill up the tires, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I should? Shouldn't? Maybe I'll fiddle more with it. Nah, I don't need to do the snow blower. Might fire up the LeBaron and a truck. Make sure they run. Because that LeBaron likes dying. That Studebaker's stuck for the rest of winter. Because I couldn't get it to fire up. Bronchitis over here. Out of gas, like always. Dying battery. My truck. Wire nightmare. I need a new harness. Because the fender got ripped off in the junkyard. But yeah, Oh yeah, here's another. This was a plow truck. Was, as in, could still be. It's just we don't like working with it because it's worse off than the plow truck. But then again, I had to fix the floor in the plow truck. The plow truck had no floor on the driver's side. And here's the Bronco's new floor. Yes, my old cab for my pickup truck. This one, see the fender mount? It's missing on this side. Ripped off with the fender. Put that in, it's all junk. Doesn't mean I still can't use this. I'm gonna cut the floor out of it, put in the Bronco. Good old truck, I love this truck. This truck won't fire up because electrical gremlins. Anywho, plenty of stuff to do. I'm probably gonna go back inside and continue on my schoolwork because I hate that they now have online school and it's stupid. Why can't we just have normal snow days? Because it's just stupid. I can't work in those conditions. Snow's too thick on the satellite, which I'm actually going to take a look at and see how thick the snow actually is. Anyway, see you later. Keep rocking. Forward and across America. That trick, it went for 2 feet of snow on its stock tires. The super skinnies. See how those are? Those are bigger. Stock tires. And it made it through it. And they were bald too. I blew a radiator hose in. Anyway, keep frosty out there. And keep your old plow trucks in action.